panromantic, asexual, and transgender.
I'm Jocelyn, and I'm a lesbian.
My name is Keegan Coe, and I identify as a bi-boy and a pansexual.
I'm Sam, and I'm bisexual.
I didn't really know until I was about 15 with a lot of it. When I was 13, I came out as bi, but that was after spending 3 weeks at Girl Scout camp. So spending 3 weeks with a lot of girls changes things. And then when I spent a couple of weeks in South America, I realized that my gender didn't really work with me.
I was probably about 11 or 12 when I knew that I wasn't straight. But I think I really knew that I fully liked girls probably around 14. I just had that feeling. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
This past year, so 16 to 17 to 18, I really found out who I was. So that's cool. God, no. I've always been.
I first really knew that I was bisexual, for sure, when I was 12 or 13, I want to say. I've had this internet friend, Lexi, for a very long time, probably 4 or 5 years now, since 8th grade. And she was my first girlfriend, but that only lasted a month, and we don't really even count it.
So right now I'm only out to my school, some close family, and my friends. I still have to come out to my grandparents. One of my cousins knows, but that's it.
So do you think it would be easier or harder to be out to them?
I think it would be a lot harder because they're really religious, and they weren't too happy about meeting my girlfriend before, so everything else would be very hard with them.
I'm out to all of my friends. I'm out to my mom and my dad, and my dad's side of the family.
I'm out to my family and my friends. I'm not out in school yet.
Why aren't you out?
Because I don't want to tuck in my shirt.
Oh my God.
I am out to anybody who asks. Out to my family. My whole entire family knows. All my friends know. Yeah, everybody.
With school, I thought it would be really hard, but everyone changed name and pronouns immediately. But with my family, it's a lot harder because they have to switch between names and pronouns because some people still don't know.
It was terrifying because I grew up in a conservative Christian family, and my parents till this day aren't really 100% okay with the fact that I'm a lesbian, but I knew that it was something that I needed to do because of the situations that I was in. But it was definitely a very scary situation that I had to go through.
It felt like a weight off of my shoulders. It felt like I finally knew who I was, and it was good.
It was really scary at first. I remember the day I came out. I came out to my mom one day in the car, and we were taking my friend Cheyenne home. And I told her, I'm like, Mom, look, I'm bisexual, and I have a girlfriend. And she's like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And it took a while for my dad to get used to it, but now he's just like, whatever. The rest of my family doesn't really care, but there's a certain select few that don't agree.
I want people to know that it's not really that uncomfortable of a subject to talk about. If you just ask us about it, we will talk to you at least 90% of the time.
I think a big one is lesbians aren't always masculine. There's a lot of lesbians that are very feminine. There's a lot of lesbians that are on the gender fluid spectrum because they don't want to be labeled as a masculine or a feminine woman.
It's like I am valid, you know? Like I am valid, like I'm a real thing. Like just because I'm a demi boy does not mean that I am not like not part of the LGBT community, you know? And like I saw this Facebook video and it was like 36 facts, 36 gender and 36 genders or whatever, and it was like fact number 1, and it was like male, and then it was like female, then it was transgender, and then it said all these other genders, and it said this gender does not exist, this gender does not exist. Like I exist. Hello, I exist. Hello.
I want people to know that we exist, because there's still some people in this world that don't think it's possible to be attracted to both males and females.
It's not actually that confusing. Like, there is a lot going on in the community, mainly because it keeps getting bigger and there's so many things that aren't understood. And with how many spectrums there are on everything, it is confusing, but it just takes a little bit of time and some questions.
We're a minority. As long as the people that are in offices right now, and the way that the world is looking, we're no longer a group of people. We are becoming the minority of everyone, and it's something that we all struggle with, and the LGBT is looked down on a lot, but it really shouldn't be.
That there are certain things that people do for a reason, and that may be different from what other people think, but they need to understand that it's what makes other people feel good about themselves.
We are who we are, and we're born this way. We don't choose our sexuality. It's just how we are.
Just don't put up with what other people are making you do. Just do whatever you want.
Keep my head up, because life throws you curveballs, and it throws you a lot of them, and 99% of the time you're not going to know what to do with them. But if I could look back on my younger self, I'd tell myself not to make the dumb decisions that I did and just keep my head up.
I would make a little note and I would be like, by the way, you're a guy. I know that would make your life a lot easier. Just slip that aside.
Don't be afraid of what people think of you, because people who actually love and care for you won't care who you're attracted to, what your gender identity may be. If they really care about you and they really want to be your friend, or if they're a close family member, then how you identify shouldn't matter.